Good morning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for coffee and crypto on a fantastic. Oh, what's today? What's today? Today's a significant day, and that day is Hump Day, baby. What's up? Welcome to the middle of the week. Let's get some cryptocurrency news. And if you still have any of those Monday blues, well, shake it off, baby. Do me a favor, smash that like button, push us up in the algorithm. And we have some interesting stories for you guys today. Actually, some pretty decent news in a world where cryptocurrency, the news is either really bad or just dry at all, right? Now, last week had a really nice price pump in the market. Now, we do know that since then, I mean, we can assume that all that positive price action is just some sort of bull trap, right? It doesn't seem right, especially when we get into some more of this news involving Coinbase. And it's not just Coinbase, right? It's not just Coinbase. It's many other companies and cryptocurrency companies. So we'll get into that here in a second, but do me a favor, smash that like button. And if you'd like so, check out this month's sponsors. Of course, Cookies Protocol and Volt Inu. Links to all their social medias is in the description down below. Of course, we are still working on an AMA with Cookies Protocol. We'll get into that. Make sure you always invest or check it out at your own risk. I'm not telling you to buy anything. Hashtag ad. It's an advertisement. Okay, so just be very, very careful. And yeah, we'll get into the news here in a second, but it's so good to see all you guys in the chat. You guys are chatty this morning. Let's go, baby. DGen's going up. Let's go. Let's keep it going, Let's keep it going. Of course, if you guys are new, if you're just popping in for the first time, we start the news at the 5-minute mark. We spend the first 5 minutes saying what's up to the chat, and we'll get into the news here in a second. But first, I got to say what's up to the DGens, baby. We got Mr. Swiper in the house. We got Javi. Of course, we got Javi fired up first thing in the morning. I got that Javi coffee this morning. Let's get it. We have Mizzy Mad. We have Rob. We have Invisible Commenter. What's up, baby? We have John. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? We have Renaissance. J Hawk. Adrian. What's up, Butterball? How you doing, baby? What's up, Bree? And if you guys aren't familiar with Bree, she has a ASMR channel called Breezy Eats ASMR. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel. I became a member recently. We have Steve the Canadian, the happiest man in the world. Just happens to be Canadian. I don't know if that coincidence. I don't know. We got Renaissance Kinetic. We have Edgar. What's up, baby? Edgar posting all the funny memes on Instagram. We got Maddie B. What's up, babies? What's up, baby? We got Spencer. What's up, Spencer? How you doing? We got Crypto Art in the house. Of course, providing us with that top tier crypto art. We got Bud Yeti. What's up, Bud? We got Gabe. What's up, Gabe? Dylan, how's it going, baby? Yeah, the markets are dumping like crazy right now, guys. We have Timbo, not to be confused with Kimbo. What's up, Binrex? How you doing, baby? What's up, Roger? What's up, baby? Fantastic Monday night. Chris E. So the Coindesk just about. Oh, yo, Chrissy, can you send me that? We'll check that out probably near the end of the stream. We'll get into that. What's up, Sebastian? How you doing, baby? Hemi Life? Yeah, Hemi Life, 100%. Yeah, that's what is that, a 5x? Yeah, 100%. Let's see. We got Space. What's up, Space Chick? How you doing, baby? What's up, Blow Cookies? What's up, Beaver Lumber? Space Chick, when joint stream? When Volt stream? When Volted stream? What's up, Bruce? How you doing? Peter, Greg, Making Truth Money. What's up, babies? What's up, Hitoshi? Legend says Hitoshi still high to this day. Legend says Hitoshi's always high. What's up, Twitch Radio? How you doing? Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Welcome. What's up, DO3130Y? That is a... Can you just change that for me? I'm just kidding. Thank you for being a member. And remember, guys, if you are a member on my channel, which means you have a little eggplant, right? You have a little eggplant next to your name. Do me a favor. Excuse me. If you have an eggplant next to your name, you are entered to win free crypto every single Monday. And as Cisco says, U.S. Justice Department to announce cryptocurrency action at 12 p.m. Oh, is that why it's dumping? Wait, what is this? Okay, hold on. Let's check this out real quick. This is urgent. This is very, very urgent. Dude, I'm gonna be like training at 12 too. I've kickboxing at 12. Oh no, I would stay the whole time. Let's see, DOJ crypto action. No way, bro. Is this announced? Oh yeah. Whoa. This is crazy. I gotta change some things. Hold on. Binance continues to grow. Wow. This is crazy. This is urgent. This is very, very urgent. Yo. This is very, very important. This big. All right, we're gonna cover this in a little bit, but this is huge. We might have to have an evening stream today. We might have to have an evening stream today, guys. This might be one of those where we have to have an evening stream, you know? Wow. That's crazy. This is big news. Now, remember, during this time last year, there was talks, and we'll get into the news right here in a second. But during this time last year, remember, the Biden administration was supposed to put out some sort of cryptocurrency executive order. So same style of, you could say FUD or whatever. But the executive order pretty much was for, the government to figure out cryptocurrency. So maybe since then, they spent a year figuring it out. Now they finally have some clear-cut rules and those sorts of things. Very, very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. And obviously, this is applicable to everyone that lives inside the United States. And it says international. So, you know what I mean? This is going to be very, very interesting. Wow. Okay. But first, let's get into the news when it comes to the cryptocurrency markets and those sorts of things. But first, we have to talk about the Coinbase situation. Okay. So Coinbase is going to be halting operations in Japan. Gives customers 4 weeks to pull funds. Now, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but check this out. So if you guys didn't know, the yen falls after Bank of Japan maintains ultra easy policy. So Japan is having a little bit of an inflation problem, but they're not raising interest rates. And when I scoured the internet for, news like this, news pertaining to Japan and economy, you could see that, and I'm not too familiar with it, but it looks like they have some sort of issue going on when it comes to like the old guard versus the new guard. Like they have this old style of monetary policy that they're trying to get away from. And some of the government agrees with, and some of the other government doesn't agree with. And unfortunately, they're not doing the same things we're doing to fight inflation, which is raising interest rates. They're not doing that. And of course, raising interest rates, pushes your economy into a recession, right? Or things are bad. And so Japan's not doing that right now. So I wonder if this is affecting Coinbase not being able to operate there. So check this out. Coinbase, the largest US-based crypto exchange, said earlier Wednesday it is halting its operations in Japan as part of a larger operational review that may result in shuttering its businesses in the country. Due to market conditions, our company has made the difficult decision to halt operations in Japan and to conduct a complete review of our business in the country, Coinbase says. All Coinbase Japan customers have until February 16th, so about a month. That's nice. So Japanese Standard Time, I believe that means, to withdraw their fiat and crypto holdings from Coinbase, the company added. Crypto holdings remaining on the platform after February 16 will be converted into yen and sent to a guarantee account at the Legal Affairs Bureau for retrieval, the statement said. So if you're in Japan, which I doubt anybody from Japan's watching this stream, you want to pull them off yourself because you don't want to send it to a fund, some sort of fund, and have to sign paperwork to withdraw and those sorts of things and claim it. It seems like a pain in the ass. So just get it off the exchange, right? It says, and this is Coinbase, of course. This is the stock down 3% today. It says the major digital asset trading venue announced it would lay off 950 workers, or roughly 20% of its staff, last week, putting its total staff cuts over 3 rounds of layoffs over 2,000 since July 2020. That's a lot of people. Coinbase said the decision would reduce its operating expenses by 25% between fourth quarter 2022 and first quarter 2023 earnings results. So, of course, the exchange thrives on, exchanges thrive on transactions, right? People pay a transaction fee, obviously, right? Swapping fees and those sorts of things, whatever the fees are, right? Or maybe you're like me and you have the membership where you pay $30 a month and you get free trading, right? And obviously, when the cryptocurrency hype is down, right, no one's buying cryptocurrency. Well, then they're not making money, so they gotta trim the fat, like some would say, right? They gotta cut, some costs, and it seems like Japan maybe is a market that they want to go ahead and move away from. Coinbase is still targeting a previously stated loss. Was that guardrail? My bad. Stated loss guardrail of negative 500 million adjusted EBITDA for 2022. The company announced the launch of its Japan operation on August 18, 2021. Wow. So literally about a year and a half, and they're already out of there, which included a partnership with Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, one of the country's largest banks. Says total trading volume in crypto spot markets is currently 87 trillion, down 23% over the last year, according to Crypto Indexernomics. By spot market trading volume, Coinbase is the second largest crypto exchange and largest of those regulated in the United States. The company accounted for 0.08% of the past year's trading, though the number has increased over the past month to 0.98%. Wow. Coinbase shares were down 1% early Wednesday. Since the beginning of January, Coinbase shares have risen about 50%. The stock lost more than 80% during 2022. Last week, S&P Global Ratings downgraded Coinbase credit and senior unsecured debt rating to BB minus to BB. I'm not sure what any of that means, but unfortunate, for a lot of people right now in this economy, it just obviously, right? Obviously, tough times are ahead, right? Tough times are ahead. And that's why when we had that pump last week, it was just hard to believe that anything positive was going to happen when it comes to a crypto bull run or something like that. But like I said, being on Twitter and just being able to see like the pandemonium and the crypto fever again was really nice, right? Because he gave us that 2021 vibe, right? He gave us that even early 2022 vibe when people were still hopeful for a bull run last year, which obviously didn't happen. And like I said, what was surprising to me last year is that even a lot of big time cryptocurrency names and companies were fooled because they thought this was some sort of super cycle. And my reasoning for that is that if they didn't think it was a super cycle, well, then they wouldn't have been making risky, they wouldn't have been doing risky things, right? Because a lot of people were exposed after the economy started to pull back a little bit. So very, very interesting. Now, what's interesting about this, right, is that in the middle of all this, right, in the middle of everything, when other cryptocurrency companies, exchanges are shutting down, Binance keeps making small W's. So Binance, another W, obtains regulatory approval to provide crypto services in Poland. Interesting. So it says Binance has established its name and user base around the world. Global regulators have undoubtedly become more interested in cryptocurrencies as their popularity has risen. International cryptocurrency exchanges are securing operating permits from regulatory bodies in a number of nations. And this is not just Binance. We see we see many cryptocurrency exchanges trying to do this, right? They want to be able to operate in as many places as possible. And Binance adds another one. Coinbase takes one away, right? So +1, -1 in this situation, right? Regulatory approval is also being given for these exchanges by forward-thinking nations so that they can flourish there. Now, what's interesting is that we covered a story yesterday where India just wants to ban cryptocurrency outright. So, forward-thinking nations, maybe in this situation, Poland's a forward-thinking nation, right? It says 2022 is proving to be a great beginning for Binance, as it recently obtained regulatory approval in Sweden on January 11th. Now, according to the details of an official announcement, the global exchange has been granted a virtual asset provider license in Poland. And of course, this is the tweet. Binance can provide its crypto services in Poland. Binance can now operate and provide services in Poland and is fully compliant with the local regulatory standards for virtual asset service providers in the country. Now, what's always tricky for cryptocurrency exchanges, in my opinion, is that it's different, a little different everywhere you go. Like last week, we also covered a story where UST had to be pulled from crypto.com because the Ontario Securities Commission in Canada, obviously, said, nah, we don't want to deal with Tether. So it's like if you're a cryptocurrency entity, you have to really, and especially if you want to operate everywhere, you have to really focus on like which countries want what countries are okay with you trading what, right? So it must be a pain in the ass. Very, very interesting. Whereas if you're a decentralized exchange, which obviously we know are less, you could say less proper, or, whatever, you don't have to worry about anything, because you're just kind of everywhere because it's decentralized. So it says, quote, "We welcome the initiatives of the Polish government towards regulation. Working together with regulators globally, we can ensure that consumers are protected while continue to cultivate innovation and progress. And we at Binance continue improving our security systems and following the strictest KYC requirements in the industry, which enhances the safety of all of our users." Now, this is important. And I think a lot of actual top tier exchanges pride themselves, right? They pride themselves in doing this, which is not just listing anything, right? It's like, we see this all the time in our space. How many shitcoins, right? How many shitcoins get listed on like Hotbit, LBank, Bitmart, just because of their volume? It doesn't matter about the KYC or anything. Now, there have been many projects in our space that had fantastic volume, like i.e. Saitama, right? That if you look at just their volume, yeah, maybe they should have been put on a Coinbase. Maybe they should have been put on a Binance. But these top tier exchanges really care about their reputation more than anything else. And that's important Because at the end of the day, if the volume is fantastic for 6 months, but then the team does some shady stuff or decides to rug pull, well, then the exchange is to blame, right? You listed this project, and at the time you were only thinking about, right? You were only thinking about the volume, right? And the money. And so a lot of these smaller exchanges, maybe they have to operate like that to stay in business, but obviously it doesn't look good long-term because then they're associated with rug pulls and scams and those sorts of things. Now, another interesting story happened about a year ago where something happened with Uniswap, where someone needed to contact the developers. Well, Binance lists Uniswap, and unfortunately, Binance said, well, at the time, it was common in DeFi not to have doxed developers. This is what CZ said. And we listed them, right? We listed them. So before this, before we were doing proper KYC. So we know that going forward, you're going to need proper KYC in order to get listed on any of these exchanges. So Binance saying that they hold themselves to the highest or strictest KYC requirements in the industry. So very, very interesting. It says, with the new approval, Poland has been added to the list of growing number of EU member states that have provided approval for the exchange. The registration in Poland is additionally followed by the exchange's registration in Sweden, France, Italy, Lithuania, Spain, Cyprus, and Poland. So love to see that. So shout out to Binance for making big moves. Now, obviously, there's a lot of Binance FUD and those sorts of things. Like a lot of people think a certain way about Binance. But here's the thing I feel about this is the way I feel about exchanges in general, guys. Look at, I don't trust exchanges. I don't care if it's Binance. I don't care if it's Coinbase. I don't care. I'm using exchanges for what they're good for. Buying cryptocurrency, trading it, swapping it, and converting into fiat. But if you're leaving your cryptocurrency on exchanges, you're putting the fate of your investment in someone else's hands. And let me tell you, after all that's happened in the last 6 months, how could anyone ever even think? How could you sleep with one eye open, right? Now, the Genesis, and we're not going to cover the Genesis situation here, at all right now because we covered a little bit of it, but I don't think any of the people, they're not going to get all their money back. Maybe 50 cents to $1. It's looking really, really bad, right? And I'm hearing that it could be worse than the FTX bankruptcy, right? So we'll see what happens. But, and of course, this comes after, that positive Binance news comes after the fact that Binance says, crypto exchange Binance plans a 15 to 30% hiring speed in 2023, even as rivals /shops. That's very interesting, right? Now, I've heard a lot of criticisms of Binance. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that say that Binance is not what we think it is, that their like Chrissy said in the chat, that their volume is fake, that CZ is, not a good guy, that all these things, right? And that's contrary to what the evidence shows us, because I don't see any proof of that. People say, oh, well, have you ever seen a picture of Binance headquarters and all their employees? Like, people don't believe like they have that much of that big of a staff. People don't believe that their volume is that they actually have that much volume. There's a lot of FUD when it comes to Binance. Is it true? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't trust exchanges anyways. But just keep in mind that another large cryptocurrency exchange going down wouldn't be good for anybody, right? So a lot of people don't like CZ, right? And look at, he was a key figure in the collapse of FTX, So what do you guys think about this before we move on to the next story? What do you guys think about it? I know, Conservative Hero, that's going to be a big deal. That's going to be a huge deal. Chrissy says Coinbase is still in a position to gain more market share than Binance. When regulations kick in, institutional investors will use Coinbase as opposed to Binance with shady offshore shell companies. That's a very good point. Very, very good point. The benefit of, because look at the USA, right, sets the pace for the entire world. Right? That's what we do. Remember, literally, EU was begging us not to raise interest rates because it would affect everyone else, right? They're begging us to turn the money printers back on because us raising interest rates and pushing our economy down would affect the rest of the world. So the fact that Coinbase operates in the United States and is dealing with harsher regulations than anybody else is very, very good for them, right? Because they've been compliant. even though they faced their fair share of criticisms, right? They've gotten in trouble recently for, staff members insider trading. They got in trouble recently. They got fined $50 million because they weren't doing proper KYC on customers, and they were told they had to spend $50 more million to properly do background checks, right? Because they were doing background checks, and some people were slipping through the cracks, that have crazy offenses on in their backgrounds, criminal charges, and those sorts of things. And the fact that, I don't know about you guys, but some employers do background checks. They update every so often. And so if you have a job, or say you sign up for Coinbase, but then you get convicted of a felony, like, a background check updates every so often, so they know, okay, well, now you're not good to use our exchange, or now you're not good to work here, right? Same kind of concept. And so Coinbase got in a little bit of trouble for that. But hey, you get in trouble, you take the fine, you do better, and you move on. Now, I don't know how that's going to be, because I feel like you need more staff to do that kind of shit, and they had to cut by 20%. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, yeah. I mean, Coinbase is it's set up to do big things. And Coinbase is the oldest exchange in our space. It's older than Binance by like 3 years, I believe. It's old. Let me see. DoobieTube says, I only use exchanges whose full financials are available online. Well, DoobieTube, that's the issue, right? The issue is that, okay, so we can see their asset, or we can see their assets, right? Because a cryptocurrency exchange is supposed to hold all our cryptocurrency one for one, right? Now, Binance put that on their website, right? You can see, we use this example a lot. You can go to CoinMarketCap, you can go to exchanges, right? And you can click this little coin stack next to these exchanges, and you can see that what their reserves are. And of course, everything's on the blockchain. But what are the liabilities? I mean, what we've noticed with these cryptocurrency entities going down is, like, once their liabilities get exposed, they're under, right? They're like, okay, they have a lot of liabilities. So what are the liabilities? And the issue is, we don't have a trusted third-party auditing group going in there to really figure it out, right? We just don't have it. Dude, the cryptocurrency market is dumping like crazy, right? This is nuts. Like 10 minutes ago, this was actually all green. This is crazy. So that's the issue. It's like, dude, okay, we can know. It's like, if I tell you guys I have $1 million in the bank, right? And, like, you think I'm a millionaire, but maybe I have like $20 million of, just liabilities. So, like, obviously my net worth is not, over $1 million. So let's see. Yeah, CZ does want to be the only exchange. Chris E says Binance will be broken up when regulation kicks in. BNB coins will be banned. Market-making divisions will be removed, as exchanges can't be market makers. Interesting. Let's see. Bernie over there just spouting nonsense as usual. Gotta love it, though. Javi says Binance employees getting paid 50. Where? Sebastian says CZ wants to protect the industry only because if the shady businesses can get exposed early, it protects his business and gets rid of competition. That's my dumbed down version of explanation. DoobieTube says CB tried to grow just as the bear market hit. That's why they got to cut down. It hit them hard. It did. Yeah, it hit them really hard. Spencer says we are all being herded to Coinbase. Interesting. Shut up, Edgar. Edgar Wilden. Okay, so that's the that's the Binance news. So Binance is continuing, to make some W's on paper. I mean, we can have conspiracy theories, but right now on paper, it looks like they're actually making some wins, right? And that's what we want. I know, Soap God. I know. That's why it's going down. Yeah, DOJ is making huge crypto announcement. That's going to be very, very interesting. Maybe I should change the title of this. Let me see. Let me change the title of my stream real quick. Let's see. Let's do this. DOJ Crypto. That's And that's really dumping the market. I wonder what it could be, right? People are selling like, this is crazy. I wonder, hey, is this the actual, remember, we were waiting for some sort of big, like, catalyst to dump the cryptocurrency market. Is this it? Is this the one? Are we here? Guys, are we here? Are we here? It is dumping, my man. Oh my God. Crazy, crazy. What's up, Echoes? How's it going, baby? Keep applying pressure, bro. In 30 minutes? Wait, 30 minutes? Really? Okay, looks like we're going to be doing that in 30 minutes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, someone send me a link to that. Somebody send me a link to where they're going to be streaming that. I didn't know it was 12 Eastern Standard Time. Hey, could someone send me a link on my Twitter? Links to my Twitter is in the description down below. Let's watch it. That's crazy. It's happening. Everybody calm down. Calm the fuck down. Yay. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Okay. All right. Hey. Chill out. The whales playing with us don't sell. Well, I'm not gonna sell. That's dumb. I'm not gonna sell. Appreciate you, Echoes, man. Dude, Echoes is absolutely killing it, bro. Keep applying pressure, bro. Literally living, free rent in Kevin's head. I love it. I love to see it. I don't know. Usually there's some sort of announcement, some sort of press announcement, right? What's up, Horse Soldier? How you doing? Yeah, it's dumping hard right now. Pull up SHIB chart. Yeah, SHIB was pumping like crazy. All right, before SHIB dumps, let's get into the SHIB news, right? Let's get into the SHIB news because I still have some news on Shiba Inu, right? Because All right, before we start freaking out, let's pull up the Shiba Inu news. So, Shiba Inu was pumping like crazy. Obviously, the entire market's dumping right now. We'll get into that here in a second. But Shiba Inu was absolutely sending today. Now, this article came out that said SHIB surges 20%, Doge up 5% as traders continue to ape into meme coins. Now, the poll of the day was, and you can see the question right there, was who do you think was more important to the meme coin movement? Was it Dogecoin or was it Shiba Inu? Now, keep in mind that Dogecoin was first, right? Dogecoin was created as a joke towards Bitcoin. And obviously, it blew up. And it's been kind of, in my opinion, up in the top 10 because Elon Musk. I think only because of Elon Musk. He was the guy who really sent this into the stratosphere. Now, people think meme coins, they think of meme coins as a joke, and I get it, but meme coins got a lot of people in the cryptocurrency, a lot. It got me really into cryptocurrency and a lot of people really into cryptocurrency, right? Because a lot of people made a ton of money on shit coins. Now, there is an argument, and it's a very good argument that 99%, it's not even an argument, it's true, that 99% of meme coins created are just a scam. They're here for a good time, not a long time, which is fine if you know how to use them properly, right? And know when to buy them. But since then, right, SHIB, in my opinion, has kind of pulled away from Dogecoin. It has kind of become more. And obviously, when we think of Dogecoin, right, when we think of Dogecoin, we think of, it's not that Shiba Inu is more important. It's just different. And this is the difference between cryptocurrencies, in my opinion. Because on one hand, you have things like Dogecoin or Bitcoin, which are just a store of value. They're currencies in its truest sense, just digital. And then we have Shiba Inu and, cryptos like Binance, who, yeah, they're cryptocurrencies, but they're more similar to shares in a company. And what has Shiba Inu been doing? Well, they've been expanding what they actually are doing in this space. Now, Shiba Inu started off as a joke, the Dogecoin killer, an ERC20 token built for memes and fun. But when it started to pump and go crazy, right? When this thing hit a 50 billion as in B dollar market cap, the undoxed developers, Ryoshi, Shaitoshi, right, started expanding. They have a team of actual people that are doxed who talk to the community. And since then, they've created so much utility. Now, I think that some of it has been a disappointment. I think that some of it has been pumpy and dumpy. But I do think that they're still in here for the long term. I don't think this is a scam project. I think they're here for the long run. I just think they're doing things a little weird sometimes. Now, this last year has been pretty big for Shiba Inu, although they haven't delivered on their biggest utility, in my opinion, which is something that everyone's looking forward to, which is Shibarium, their layer 2 blockchain, right? They have NFTs, they have staking, right? They have a little DAO, they have a swap, of course, and all those sorts of things. They have a restaurant, they have a AAA game. The game is actually really good. It's not some cheap ass game thrown together. I think their NFTs are overrated. They have a little metaverse. They have a lot of things going for them. The wellies, the restaurants. I would never eat at a SHIB restaurant, but I know some people would. But regardless of what you can say, they're doing a lot in this space. Now, the biggest catalyst for this project has been for the last year, Shibarium. When are we going to get Shibarium? This has been being talked about forever. If it wasn't the Robinhood listing news, it was Shibarium. Those have been the two biggest, pumpy news, right? Now, they got listed on Robinhood in the middle of a bear market, which is stupid, right? But they still haven't delivered Shibarium. Now, Shibarium was a topic of discussion when they minted their NFTs. I believe it was November or maybe September of 2021. People were complaining, including myself, that why aren't they minting their NFTs on their own network? Because the Ethereum blockchain, especially during peak bull run, the peak of the crypto fanatic, the crypto fever in 2021, it was so expensive. I mean, people were spending hundreds of dollars to swap $50 of tokens. A lot of y'all were, at least. And I got wrecked on the Shiboshis. Now, I'm not saying everybody did, but I did. And a lot of people got wrecked, right? That has been a big criticism. It's like, dude, why are you launching, your NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain when the fees are insane and you had to do some dumb shit to do it? So this is what you had to do. This is a criticism of Shiba Inu. And if you like Shiba Inu, I'm sorry. I got to be honest. Look at, I hold no allegiance. If you do something stupid, I got to call you out. This is what you had to do to mint Shiboshi NFTs. First of all, you had to have Ethereum in your wallet because you have to use it for gas, obviously. And you had to have a lot in it because gas was expensive then, right? You had to hold leash in your wallet, at least one. And at the time, they were about $3,000 per leash, right? Then you had to mint. They had a stealth launch. So you're waiting up all day for a stealth launch, which I did, to hopefully get an NFT, right? 10,000 of them. And everyone and their mom was trying to launch it. Now, try to mint one. Now, I was using the MetaMask browser and it wasn't working correctly. But when I did finally get to work, I tried to mint 3. They all failed, but I got charged a ton of Ethereum because in crypto, miners, they get paid for the effort, right? It doesn't have to work. You don't have to get your crypto, your NFT. They get paid for the effort. So I lost on my Ethereum. And when I bought Leash immediately dumped after the minting because that's why people bought it, right? Because of the minting. So my $3,000 Leash went down to like $2,200. So I lost so much money and didn't even get an NFT. And I'm still mad to this day. All right, whatever. But, since then, they've been building in those sorts of things. They launched Bone, which I'm not sure how good launching other, tokens are for your cryptocurrency. I don't think it's a smart idea. They did it. But everyone's waiting for Shibarium, right? Shibarium. So it says the market level fare with all things Shiba Inu is continuing with big gains in SHIB and Dogecoin during the last 24 hours. SHIB is up over 20% in the last 24 hours, according to CoinGecko data, with Nansen reporting heaving trading on both the centralized and centralized exchanges. Nansen reports that nearly 1.1 billion in SHIB has traded hands between January 7th and January 18th. That's 17th and 18th. That's pretty crazy, right? Traders are likely anticipating the launch of the upcoming layer 2 network Shibarium, which puts a canine-themed twist on building on top of Ethereum. A testnet is expected to launch in the coming weeks. Now, keep in mind, this comes after we have Mr. Satoshi posted, about 8 hours ago or about 9 hours ago, when Shibarium. So people see this, Now, guys, this pumpy news is kind of crazy, right? This pumpy news is nutty, right? This pumpy news is kind of nutty, right? Remember the countdown they had for the new website? People thought it was Shibarium. You know what I mean? So Shiba Inu was up significantly. Obviously, it's gone down because the entire cryptocurrency market's down. But that's the Shiba Inu news, right? So Shibarium is probably coming. We don't know yet, right? There it is. All right. Now, of course, the breaking news at hand. And we're going to be talking about this for the rest. I had a clear value tax video. We're going to skip it and talk about what exactly is going on and read more into this, right? This is nutty. Let me go and change the title real quick. Binance wins. So it's DOJ. So what it's called? This is called crypto enforcement. There we go. DOJ crypto enforcement. Jeez, this is crazy. This is crazy. I wonder what they're going to say. All right. So obviously this is breaking news during the stream, you know. Switching up my whole flow today, man. Let me go ahead and add this real quick. DOJ. So they ban crypto. It's gonna be interesting. So is it gonna be a big nothing burger, or is it gonna be some real rules and regulations? What do you guys think? Let's hang out. Let's see what happens. Well, no, clear by yeah. It's not a love story, Javi. It's not a love story. It's a hate story. Bye Tether, dude. Dude, if Tether goes down, oh shit. Wow. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. All right. Anybody get like a stream or something like that? Are we having a stream? Ah, here it is. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go. So thanks, Just a Man. So okay, when it goes at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna be able to go and watch it. Damn, this is crazy. Y'all ready for this? What do you guys think it is? What do you guys think it is? What do you guys think it is? This is crazy. Tether crash watch party, dude. Please no more. Okay, look at we talked about Tether going down. It's fun, but we don't want Tether to go down, right? We just don't want that to happen. We don't need that to happen, right? That's not what we want to happen. Rodriguez says, what else can they do? We're being taxed the fuck out ourselves. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You guys think it's a nothing burger? Mike said Binance or DCG. I don't know what DCG, because to me DCG is just like another. It's like another FTX, or maybe the government's just watching all these huge cryptocurrency entities go down, and now they're doing something. I wonder how much of this has to do with FTX. Yeah, taxes are crazy on it. It's nuts. I mean, it's just capital gains tax, right? Renaissance says the insiders already know what that's why it's dumping. Maybe that's true. Insiders could probably know what's going on. That's true. That's true, L. That's true, L. Crazy. This is nuts. I feel like I have to make another thumbnail for this, bro. Oh, here we go. You guys ready to make a thumbnail with me real quick? You guys want to make a thumbnail with me real quick? Let's make a thumbnail. Let's make a thumbnail. Let's do this. Okay. Actually, let's not do this one. Let's do. So first, we gotta copy. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. All right. Guys ready for some FUD? This is how we do FUD here. This is how we do FUD. We're gonna copy this right here. I make all my own thumbnails. I don't outsource shit. I mean, I should probably start paying someone. It did take some time. We're gonna go to Canva. Let's make a FUD thumbnail. A FUD nail. Boom. All right. Let's keep the coins here because those look nice. So we'll just do this. Paste this. Boom. Justice Department right here. Okay, we'll make this one pretty chill. We'll do a little bit of glow here. A little glow action. Boom. A little red glow. Bam. We'll let that take some time to load. We'll make something really funny. People hate this too. People are going to come to the chat and be like, oh my God, why are you fudding crypto? Oh my God. Boom. All right. Okay, what should I put? What? We're banning crypto? Should I put that? Should I put we're banning crypto? Impromptu thumbnail tutorial. What should I put? Crypto is done. The end of crypto. What do you guys think? You know, what should we put? End of crypto. Cancel. We're canceling crypto. What should we put? We're banning crypto. It's over. Crypto is now legal. The end of crypto. End of crypto. Boom. Lower this font a little bit, obviously. Boom, baby. End of crypto. People are gonna be so mad at this, dude. Why are you fudding? Stop fudding. Okay, let's get rid of the period. It's fucking up my font. All right. Let's do this. All right. Send to back. Wait, no, send all to back. Send to back. There it is. Move SHIB down a little bit, the end of crypto. And let's make sure this is do one of these. Bam, baby. All right. Let's download that, baby. Not bad. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad. Not bad. Damn, this is crazy. What do you guys think they're going to say? At the end of crypto. That's so dramatic. And it might be, bro. All right, so what are we doing if they ban crypto, guys? What job are we getting? What are we doing now? No, we no question mark. Actually, we got to put a period. We want to make it absolute. No question mark. What's up, Hobbs? How you doing? No question mark. We want to make it absolute, right? Let's do a period. Let's do a period. Let's do a period. I feel like we need a period. All right, it makes it absolute, right? Let's do that. Love me a good FUD nail, right? Love me a good FUD thumbnail. The end of crypto. All right. Done with crypto. We are the government, and let's see. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. That's crazy. See, when you got a family like that, man, like everyone gets sick, like quick. Like that, like when one person heals, like the other, it's like the virus spreads throughout the house. So it's like a never-ending, like kind of sickness. All right, we're waiting for the press conference, guys, from the DOJ. It's gonna be very, very interesting, right? So this is the website, and we'll watch the cryptocurrency market. Jesus, dude, this dumps so hard. Holy shit. Full time, I know, right? All right, guys, who's ready for OnlyFans? Should I start my OnlyFans already? Back to McDonald's. Oh, if I worked at McDonald's, I get fired for eating all the chicken nuggies. I'd be stealing chicken nuggies every night. Let's go, baby. Rodney, let's start a YouTube band if it all goes to shit, right? We'll call it Rodney and the Experience. You guys down for that? Is that cool? You guys cool with that? Just move to 100% NFTs. Well, if crypto gets banned, NFTs are done. Well, NFTs are useful, right? They're useful outside of for other things, right? For other things. We move on to the black market. Hell yeah! All right, time to start selling drugs, guys. Crypto Shop says, I think it's a nothing burger. Well timed to dump all market stocks are dumping as well. Jeez. I know, Gravedigger. I know. That's tough. That's tough. Next title, Rodney Does Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Yeah, it does suck, man. Yeah. NFTs will be good in the future for different reasons, right? But obviously, you wouldn't invest in those NFTs. They would just be used for different things like, titles, deeds, those sorts of things. Maybe tickets to games and those sorts of things, like collectible items. Butterball says, it was fun, but now it's over. Chill, they will do what they're like. All right, no taxes on crypto. Woo! Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. If they said no taxes on crypto, it would send. Of course, that's ridiculous, but it would send the market to the strat. It'd be crazy. It'd be nuts. Jandy says the government couldn't handle that. We are moving up. Well, Jandy, I didn't think the pump was too authentic last week. I think it was, just a bear market rally, right? It didn't feel like that pump was justified at all, at all, at all. Shut up, Hitoshi. No way. Bitcoin to 1 cent. Can you not? Can you just never say that again? Sir Better than says it's been an honor, Rodney. Right? Let's go back to trading seashells. Stick it to the man. Make it. Dude, seashells are so common though, aren't they? Dude, it's been freezing in Southern California, man. Like freezing. Maybe Wells says, I think this will have something to do with the Gemini lending platforms. Do you think so? I don't know. Why would they hold a press conference for this? And I feel like this is some sort of like blanket statement that applies to all cryptocurrency. Michael Liz, of course you can get a shout out, bro. Shout out to Michael. I don't know if you're new here, bro. We talked to everybody in the chat. DoobieTube F Putin. Tell CryptoShop BTFA NFT. you can tell him right here. CryptoShop's here. Back altcoins dumping. Yeah. You can't ban crypto. No, you can't ban crypto. Something to do with all planes being grounded or tether. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm going to start day trading SHIB. It just goes up and up, and it goes up, then down, then up. Yeah. I mean, everything is, right? But SHIB is one of those. I mean, cryptocurrency is pretty volatile, but it's I would say it's consistent, right? It stays like in the top 15. It kind of moves with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Some altcoins are just like in the deepest depths of hell since they're all-time highs. Shout out to Saitama. It's Binance investigated for money laundering assets from Iran. Well, I think there was a story with Iran and crypto. Oh, well done. No. I saw it on Watcher Guru. Iran and Russia consider issuing gold-backed stable coins. Oh. So an hour ago, Russia and Iran eye up trade using cryptocurrencies and avoid dollar and sanctions. Got it. So Russia and Iran eye up trade using. Okay. Because the U.S. hits people with sanctions when we don't like what they do. Dude, please, this better not be some sort of like clapback at fucking Russia and Iran, which it may be. This may be what's going on. I remember reading this earlier. Crazy. Conspiracy theory, the World Economic Forum tapped into their connections here. This comes after the meeting in Davos yesterday. Just a theory. What would that be about, Sebastian? Wrath, can you not put that out into the world? ETH going to $25. Can we not? If it's bad news, creepy Gary Gensler, Gary's smiling face will be everywhere. Dude, imagine. Yes, like the stream, baby. Push us up in the old algorithm. Push us up in the old algae. Let's go, baby. Ken Kuhn says, Rodney, are you still doing the AMA with Shibnobi? I don't know. It's up to them. I mean, I spoke to them. We're still waiting on it, but here's the part of the AMA with Shibnobi. I told them that if we're going to do an AMA, they were mad. I think a lot of them were upset. Not everybody on the team. I think Cliff is actually a pretty reasonable guy. We had a good conversation. But some people were mad that I made FUD videos about them. But it's like, dude, you guys jacked up royally with some stipulation for early and angel investors that wrecked the community. A lot of people are upset about that. So if you're going to do an AMA on my channel, it's going to be awkward. But I feel like that Cliff can answer those tough questions because he answered them with me on our phone call. So if they want to have an AMA, they can. But I'm not going to sit here and fucking cup their balls while they have an AMA on my channel. They're going to answer some tough questions. That's just, they're going to answer some tough questions. People have questions, right? And I'm going to ask those questions. So you can have an AMA on my channel, but I'm not going to do it and say, tell me, I'm not going to be a sandstorm and like he did with Saitama and be like, oh my God, thank you so much for being on my channel. I don't give a shit. So we'll see what happens. They can come on my channel, but they're going to answer the tough questions. I'll be respectful. right? Cordial. That's it, though. You know what I mean? Meet Kevin is the first to deliver critical financial news turn on YouTube, and there is Kevin gets there faster in his own shadow to bring you the important news. Okay, Meet Kevin is really on it, dude. When it comes to like CPI data or just anything, Meet Kevin is he's first on it. You got to give him that. People always knock him because like literally like every 3 sentences in his freaking not really in his videos is like is an advertisement for his courses, but I respect the man's work ethic. You know, I respect the man's work ethic. No, I think it was lame that he was trying to hit people with copyright strikes and DMCAs for covering his DUI situation and bullying small YouTubers. I think that's some dumb stuff, but you can't deny that he's a hard worker. You know, that doesn't take away from that. I'll kindly ask where exactly, DJ, exactly, you know. Yeah, Meet Kevin's market openings. Yeah, I don't think he does those anymore, Mike. I think he's just doing them for his like his Patreon or not his Patreon, but like his different. I think he has like an exclusive group of people, exclusive group. So, yeah, I did listen to that earlier. There was a bad PPI report this morning. I'm pretty sure. Hi, Toshi. Guys, I'm gonna heat up my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna heat up my coffee. Dude, BNB is dumping really hard. Avalanche is dumping. Solana's dumping at a faster pace. Obviously, altcoins dump at a faster pace, right? We got a little green bubble down there in Shiba Inu still, but I think that'll reach the rest of the market here very, very soon. Yeah, BRB. Hit that like button, baby. And while you're hanging out here, let me know in the comments, what's your biggest cryptocurrency investment? And if you're not currently in cryptocurrency, what was your biggest cryptocurrency investment ever or holdings? Mine is Ethereum. All right. Yeah, everything's dumping. Yeah. Sweet Caroline. Da, 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 da. So good. DOJ live, baby. We're gonna lay the smackdown on the cryptocurrency. They're gonna lay the smackdown. They're gonna lay the smackdown. I didn't end up. I have about $1,000 of Tectonic. I'd say I have a public wallet. So let's see. Yeah, I have it right here. I didn't stake it though. I should probably stake it, but I don't know. I don't like staking things, guys. I mean, there's good rewards, but I have to check if they're. Yeah, I have $1,300 of TikTok. I have it right here in this Crow wallet. If you guys want to track it, you can. Yeah, right. Look at I invested that into Tectonic because I don't know. I could lose it all tomorrow. I'm not. Look at I don't know what could happen, right? But I want to make content for it and those sorts of things. Did you buy Saitama? No, I don't buy Saitama. I haven't bought Saitama. The last time I bought Saitama, I did buy the dip. I'd say April or May. March. I bought the dip, but then I immediately sold it. That was a weird trade. I bought it, and I was like, you know what? No. So I gave the team some fees. But honestly, out of a lot of the shit coins, Saitama didn't have bad taxes. It was 2 in, 2 out, which is not bad at all. But the last time I actually bought Saitama was my first investment, and then I made a decent profit. I didn't make as nearly as much as I could because obviously I held it back like a lot of people, but I came out pretty good. And I took a lot of profit. I took a lot of profit on the second pump. Jack says, shout out to my Nick Rodney. While you here, take notes. You never. I'm not getting involved with that. People still talk about Saitama. Yeah, they're still relevant. I mean, look at. I don't know how the fuck you do. I mean, they have these like dumb little debit. Like literally, they're charging people for a debit card, a crypto debit card, when Coinbase gives them for free. You have an annual fee for a debit card? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know what I mean? Thank you, Proof of Mean. I appreciate you. Tonic better than Crowcoin? Well, Tonic doesn't exist without Crowcoin. Unless they abridge it, but they haven't. Tell me you didn't buy Proof of Mean? No, I didn't. I did not. I wish I had, though. I wish I had when they first launched. Proof of Mean was one of those lucky ones that made it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gala's down 18%. I made a video about Gala praising them, but I think they deleted the Rock tweet. So I don't know if they got hit with somebody saying, yo, make sure you take that down, because the Rock didn't agree to anything. So I don't know. Here we go. So let's read this article. It's a short one. It says, the U.S. Justice Department plans to announce a major international cryptocurrency enforcement action at noon Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So today, the press conference will be led by Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco, and other speakers will include Assistant Attorney General Kenneth Polite Jr. and Justice Department's Criminal Division U.S. Attorney Breon Peace of the Eastern District of New York, the FBI Associated, blah, 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 just names of people joining. Okay, so we're just waiting for it pretty much. I wonder if it has anything to do with this. We'll see what happens. Interesting. You have an echo, big bro. I'm echoing. Am I echoing, guys? How's my sound? How's the sound? The sound should be good. There shouldn't be any issues with the sound. We got Northeast. Oh, actually, while everybody's here, let me know where you're from. So I was born in Tacoma, Washington, but I'm in San Diego right now. So I've been here since I was a wee lad. So it's always weird when people ask you where you're from. What's up, Stomping Grounds? Oh no, crypto is ending. Did you like my my clickbait, my FUD thumbnail? We call that a FUD nail. Like that? The end of crypto. Ooh, we got Scotland in the house. Ooh, Toronto, Canada. Ooh, Ottawa, Canada. Philly, of course, we know I touched from Philly. We got LA in the house. Boston, Cockies. We got Singapore in the house. Hell yeah, baby. We got Virginia in the house. San Diego, let's go, baby. Chi-Town, let's go, baby. We got Atlanta in the house. Louisiana. North Carolina, basically from Texas. Michigan. What time is the announcement? The announcement in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes, we're going live. We're going live. We're waiting. You're welcome, Kenobi. You're welcome. To be honest, Tectonic is really fucking up when it comes to being active on Twitter. Like, I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying that people like, stop telling them to post more on Twitter. No, you need to be active on Twitter if you're a cryptocurrency influencer or you need to at least post once a day. Something, something. Twitter is important, guys. Twitter is important, especially Jake sent me a article this morning, or not an article, a tweet about Twitter. It's going to be probably big for influencers and just like projects and people in general. You're gonna be able to monetize videos and stuff like that on there. That's gonna be important. Very, very important. Sonora, Mexico. What's up, Jesus? Guatemala. Philly, but live in Maryland. Chrissy. We got Washington in the house, but Carson City now. Mission Viejo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So cryptocurrency. Yeah. So there becomes a point where like miners, it's not profitable for them to mine cryptocurrency. So it's like they stop, right? We got Pasadena in the house. Let's go, baby. LA. Crypto Talk from Ohio. Ohio is from a lover. Ohio is for lovers, I hear. I think the makers of BSD in New York got busted. Wait, what? That'd be huge news. Your Twitter is suspended. What'd you do? I know they need to post more, man. I mean, I got skin in the game too. That's not a ton of money, but I got skin in the game too with Tectonic. I'm pretty conservative with my investments these days, and I mean that's a lot for a speculative play, right? The government didn't want Binance to buy Voyager. Really? Like a investigation into Binance US? That was an issue, right? That was an issue. I think Jayhawk and Hobbs going at it is the rivalry we all need in here in the comments. Do me a favor, smash that like button if you're ready for the end of cryptocurrency. Do me a favor, smash that like button if you are ready for the end of crypto, baby. Are you guys ready? Let's go. We're supposed to be going live. Where's it at? Let's go. Give it to us, baby. Give it to us, baby. Give us the FUD. Give us the FUD, baby. We want it. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. Yeah, Titanic is a good play. God damn, Crypto Shop. See, I can't do that, Crypto Shop. I need to spend like a good year learning about that, or a few months at least. Last week, the SEC charged crypto exchange Gemini and crypto lender Genesis for unregistered offering. Yeah, exactly. I did see that. I did see that 3-3. But is it going to be about that, though? I feel like there's going to be some blanket statement towards cryptocurrency in general. Larry said government treating the citizens like pawns in their twisted game. There's an argument for that. We got 290 people here. Let's go, baby. Guys, smash that like button. Push this up in the old algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you like being here. We go live every day, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for all the cryptocurrency news, and 12 p.m. on Saturdays. Little midday stream for you guys. Sundays, we usually take off unless there's some really, really big news. So we're still waiting for the stream to come on, guys. Hasn't gone live yet. We're on the website. So we're waiting. We're waiting. So let's click a new link. Maybe it's on live on this one. No, same one. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. I did not say that, Steve. Really, Mike? Is that it? JT says speakers are always late. Probably won't start for another half an hour. I've heard about that, right? Yeah, paper trading is actually something I should probably check out. All right, we're getting a little animosity in the chat here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Why are we late? 314 people watching. Let's go, baby. Smash that like button, baby. Let's push it up in the old algorithm. Let's go. Is crypto recovering now? It is recovering a little bit, yeah. This dumped so fast below the $1 trillion mark. It's still dumping on, if we look at the market cap. Obviously, CoinMarketCap takes a little bit to update, but, you know. This is crazy because before we started the stream, everything was up, and then Shiba Inu was up like 20%. So still waiting for this to go on. Keep refreshing this page. I kind of want to follow the Justice Department on Twitter, but, you know, I don't want to tag them in something mean and them, you know, breaking into my house. FBI, open up! Where are the hard wallets at? Where are the meme coins at? How embarrassing for half you guys watching this would it be if like the IRS went through all your crypto transactions? So we see you traded, what the fuck is this? Shiba Inu at $1,000 loss. Okay, Dogecoin at a $2,000 loss. Poopy Butt Inu. You know, what is Poopy Butt Inu? Yeah. Just don't look through that, okay? Announcing XRP wins? No way, dude. That'd be an L, right? That'd be they want to announce their L's. Yep, we're still waiting, guys. So we're still waiting. Still waiting. Damn, you got wrecked. Stop trading, bruv. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna give you an income tax this year. We're gonna give you money. You need it. We're this is the meme. The IRS going through my trades for a $10 profit. It's funny. What's this one? Yes, hello, CRA. So client bought crypto dick butts for 0.2 ETH each, but then used NFT Trader to exchange crypto dick butts for 3 Winter Bears. Winter Bears were sold for 1.7 ETH profit. Then ETH was exchanged for Sol to mint Sol crypto dick butts, but devs rugged the product and left client, and I quote, in for the art. Client Can client deduct gas fees for minting a Sol cryptic butt despite rug pull? Hello? How embarrassing, right? We're still waiting on the live, guys. They're late to their own show, guys. Where everybody's waiting. The fate of a lot of us, our applications for McDonald's are waiting, right? They depend on what they're gonna say. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys know now if they're banning cryptocurrency. I am starting an OnlyFans, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. Got to make money. Got to make money. About Ripple listing on Binance and insider trading. Interesting. The IRS, Russ says the IRS buying the dip, right? Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Smash that like button if you want to subscribe to my OnlyFans. If you guys are a member of my channel, you're automatically entered for a 1-month free membership on my OnlyFans. And shout out to all the people that are members on my channel, which means you have the eggplant next to your name. Remember, every Monday, we give away free crypto on the channel. Free. There's no catch. You just got to be a member and have a Twitter account because I need you to retweet things. Sebastian said he was subscribed to my OnlyFans and never show up. Sure, you wouldn't show up, Sebastian. I'm just kidding. Yo, where is the stream? Let's go, DOJ. Come on. Why y'all late to your own party? Come on. David Palmer says, OnlyFans, say less. Let's go, baby. No catch except for these 2 catches. That's not a catch. A Wandy with the thirst over here. Love you, bro. Who's texting me right now? And CoffeeZilla just came out with a video? What the fuck is going on here, man? Oh my God. Stop. CoffeeZilla just made a response to Logan Paul. Dude, we cannot do this, bro. What are we doing here? What are we doing? It wasn't you, Bree. All right, I'll see what I can do about Cougars coming on the OnlyFans account. Oh, we have Crypto Junkie. Crypto Junkie, welcome to the Degenerates. That eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. Welcome to the pit, baby. Welcome to the pit. We have 322 people watching, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. The more likes the stream gets, the faster the Justice Department gets their ass on this stream. Let's go, guys. What are we doing here? Let's go. What are we doing? Let's go. We got people waiting. We got people waiting on you guys. Let's pull up another one just in case this. Oh, here it is. All right. All right. It's here. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks all for being here. Today, the Department of Justice has dealt a significant blow to the crypto crime ecosystem.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
Justice Department agents and prosecutors working in partnership with the Treasury Department and French law enforcement have disrupted Bitslotto, a China-based cryptocurrency exchange notorious for laundering criminal proceeds from the dark net. And last night, agents of the FBI arrested Bitslotto's founder, Anatoly Legedimov. I am joined today by the Assistant Attorney General for the Criminal Division.
Should I pronounce that 10 times each?
the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Breon Peace, FBI Associate Deputy Director, Brian Turner, and the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, Wally Adeyemo. Today's law enforcement actions put all of those who seek to exploit the cryptocurrency ecosystem on notice.
Talk that shit.
That the Department of Justice will use every tool, working along with our partners, every tool that we have to attack the criminal use of the dark net and cryptocurrency. And we are taking steps to address the crisis of confidence in the cryptocurrency markets, where criminals and fraudsters seek to operate beyond the reach of law enforcement. Malicious actors working from what they think are safe havens are exploiting crypto markets and flouting the laws and the regulations that guard the integrity of our financial system, and along with it, the earnings and investments of law-abiding Americans. It's no secret that cyber criminals rely on these bad actors to launder their criminal proceeds from cryptocurrency into fiat currency. But today, thanks to a coordinated international effort, Justice Department prosecutors and agents have disrupted a busy corner of this criminal ecosystem. Last night in Miami, FBI agents arrested Legadimov, a Russian national and the founder and majority owner of Bitslado, a Hong Kong registered cryptocurrency exchange. The charges allege that he operated Bitslado as a high-tech financial hub, as he put it, that catered to, quote, known crooks. Bitslado failed to implement safeguards required by US law, safeguards that enable law enforcement to detect and to investigate financial crimes.
This could be a nothing burger. Let's see though.
Instead, Bitslado facilitated the transmission of hundreds of millions of dollars in illicit funds, fueling darknet marketplaces, and laundering the proceeds of ransomware attacks. For example, as alleged, Bitslado was a crucial financial resource for the notorious Hydra darknet market, the disruption of which I announced from this podium last April, at that time with our German partners. Now, Hydra was the world's longest running and largest darknet marketplace, responsible for 80% of the world's darknet transactions.
Okay, that's interesting.
Together, Hydra and Bitslado formed a high-tech axis of crypto crime. Hydra buyers funded illicit purchases of illegal drugs, stolen financial information, and hacking tools from crypto accounts hosted at Bitslado. And sellers of these illegal goods and services at Hydra sent criminal proceeds to accounts at Bitslado, all to the tune of over $700 million in direct and indirect transfers between 2018 and 2022.
Light work.
Now, I've said before that we would go after the entire ecosystem that allows cyber criminals and illicit actors to flourish.
Hail Hydra.
Today's action against Bitslado, as with the disruption of Hydra, reflects another critical step in executing on that strategy. At the time of Legadimov's arrest, and continuing into the early hours of this morning, the department's international and domestic partners engaged in a coordinated campaign of disruption. That campaign includes law enforcement actions in multiple European countries, the seizure of Bitslado's servers, and enforcement actions by the Treasury Department here in the United States. These actions show not only the broad scope of the defendant's alleged crimes, but also the international net dropped by law enforcement to stop him and his business partners. With these actions, today marks the end of the Hydra BitsLotto crypto crime axis.
Yeah!
We've also busted the business model of the cyber criminals that BitsLotto supported.
This is fucking ridiculous.
And coordinated operations like the...
All right, sidebar. Guys, this is a nothing burger, right? This is a nothing burger. Kind of. We'll see if they get some more rules and regulations for the cryptocurrency market, as a whole. We'll see. But right now, it's a nothing burger.
Our actions also mark the most significant enforcement effort against a cryptocurrency exchange by the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team, launched last year following a comprehensive cyber review led by my office. To all of those exploiting the cryptocurrency ecosystem to enable crypto crime, we have a clear message. We will not only target hackers, fraudsters, and criminals that mask their profits in cryptocurrency, we are also unleashing the full force of the Department of Justice on the illicit actors and entities that support cyber criminals, like Logan and BitsLotto. Operating offshore or moving your servers out of the continental US will not shield you.
Oh.
And whether you break our laws from China or Europe or abuse our financial system from a tropical island, you can expect to answer for your crimes inside a United States courtroom.
Okay, so that's actually important, right? Because a lot of cryptocurrency companies and people like Saitama, right, others in our space, are moving to Dubai and other places after they've done their damage in the United States to do different things. That's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, what about extradition laws and those sorts of things? That's interesting. How are they going to handle that? We'll see. Here comes my dad now. My dad's going to talk for a little bit. Hey, Dad.
Thank you, Deputy Attorney General Monaco. When the department announced the creation of the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team in late 2021, we set forth the blueprint on how INSET would work to disrupt criminal abuse of the cryptocurrency ecosystem. We named Eun-Young Choi, an accomplished leader on cyber and cryptocurrency issues, and a seasoned department prosecutor to be INSET's first director. We said that INSET would investigate those who enable the use of digital assets to facilitate crime, with a particular focus on virtual currency exchanges and services. And we said that INSET would enhance the department's collaboration with domestic and foreign partners in aggressively investigating and prosecuting crimes involving cryptocurrency. Today's actions against BitsLotto, the first public enforcement action led by INSET, are precisely what we had in mind. As the Deputy Attorney General described, BitsLotto is a cryptocurrency exchange that allegedly facilitated illicit activities by making it easier for bad actors, including ransomware groups and dark web drug pushers, to conceal their identities and profit from their misconduct. BitsLotto accomplished this in part by flouting key requirements of anti-money laundering programs and helping criminals hide their transactions behind the anonymity of the blockchain. But today, BitsLotto's co-founder and senior executive is in handcuffs here in the United States. And agencies around the world have taken strong action to ensure that BitsLotto can no longer facilitate crime. None of this would have been possible without strong partnerships on the domestic and international levels between INSET, other parts of the criminal division, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of New York, and the stellar teams of FBI agents, between U.S. law enforcement and our counterparts in France, and between the department and our colleagues at FinCEN. The department also drew heavily today on its deep bench of international experts, including our new Cyber Operations International Liaison and our legal attaché in Paris. The work announced here today is a textbook case for what we can accomplish when INSET works with its partners here and abroad to disrupt the harm caused by criminal cryptocurrency platforms. And we are just getting started.
Yeah, talk that shit, boy.
I now turn the
Talk that
podium over
shit.
to my colleague, U.S. Attorney Breon Peace.
That was kind of lit, right? That was kind of lit. All right, Breon, let's go, Uncle. Let's go, Uncle. We got the whole family up here.
Thank you, Assistant Attorney General Polite. I'm Breon Peace, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, and I'm
Team Lightskin.
Today about the work of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York, NSET, FBI, and all of our other partners, what we've done with respect to investigating and prosecuting Anatoly Legadimov. Today, my office unsealed charges against Legadimov for operating Bitslato, as you've heard, a cryptocurrency exchange whose stock in trade was that it allowed users to open accounts with minimal identifying information.
KYC.
The result was that Bitslato became a safe haven for criminals, including drug dealers and ransomware groups. They knew that when the police traced their funds to Bitslato, Bitslato would not be able to turn over its users' true identities.
Now, quick sidebar, guys. About a week ago, Coinbase, of course, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, got hit with a pretty big fine because they weren't doing proper KYC and proper, investigations and just background checks on people who are using their exchange, right? And they had to pledge another $50 million to do so, right? So this comes right after Coinbase just got in trouble for something like that. So very, very interesting.
Brought on a flood of, in their words, quote, dirty money, end quote. Bitslato conducted its business in a brazenly lawless manner that is directly at odds with the rules of honesty and integrity that must govern the financial marketplace. To anyone who still believes that they can hide from the law by using cryptocurrency, this prosecution should put that illusion to rest. Although this was a global crime, its effects reverberated in the Eastern District of New York. Bitslato did business with individuals residing in our district. It accepted connections from computers in our district, and the defendant was continuing to administer his company from the moment he stepped off a plane at John F. Kennedy Airport in Queens, New York, last October. In my office, the Eastern District of New York is at the forefront of cryptocurrency prosecutions, and this case continues a string of recent prosecutions in this space. Just 2 weeks ago, we charged a developer of NFTs with defrauding its customers in a rug pull scheme. And last month, we charged 4 individuals located in the United States and Canada with sending tens of thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency to aid ISIS.
Oh, shit.
And alongside our partners in law enforcement, we are committed to carrying out the most sophisticated and technically demanding prosecutions at a pace that matches the tempo of the criminals we pursue. Our partnership with the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team enhances our work in this space, and we look forward to our continued collaboration. And finally, I want to commend from my office, Assistant United States Attorney Alexander Minlin, who is detailed to NSET, and Assistant United States Attorney Artie McConnell, along with NSET trial attorney Scott Meisler and Matthew Blackwood for their excellent work on this case. I'll now turn the podium over to FBI Associate Deputy Director Brian Turner.
Thank you, Breon. I am pleased to represent the FBI here today as part of this announcement of the arrest of Anatoly Legadimov. The arrest that is the culmination of more than a year of hard work by our men and women in the New York office and also across the United States and overseas. Legadimov is a Russian national living in China who was arrested in Miami for the crimes he committed in the United States.
Okay.
An unlawful cryptocurrency exchange registered in Hong Kong. He probably thought his cyber criminal enterprise and the dirty digital money that cycled through it were outside the reach of the U.S. government.
So interesting, right? I wonder, do you have to be a U.S. citizen and then, go somewhere else? Because a lot of people are doing that, guys. They're going to different countries. Maybe that's not going to protect people now, right? If you were an American citizen. Interesting. Yeah, we'll watch the CoffeeZilla video next.
We shut down and locked the door on Hydra last April. Both of these actions were made possible because of the FBI's strong relationships with our law enforcement partners around the world. Over the course of our global investigation into Bislato, we found that more than $15 million of the ransomware proceeds have been laundered through the exchange, making the platform a clear enabler for ransomware actors. Unfortunately for the defendant and Bislato, one thing that the FBI understands is how to take down cybercriminal organizations. And our overall strategy to combat cybercrime involves going after all key parts of that criminal ecosystem mentioned by the Deputy Attorney General, the actors, their finances, and the supporting infrastructure. When you combine this arrest with the French authorities' dismantlement of Bislato's financial infrastructure, digital infrastructure, and the actions taken by the Treasury Department that will be spoken about in just a minute, I'd say we did exactly just that. I can tell you by the folks that I'm standing up here with that we are committed to taking a whole of government approach to the fight against financial crime and cybercrime, a fight to protect our country, its citizens, and our national security. So let this be a reminder to the cyber criminals around the world. No matter where you are, no matter how much you twist and turn to cover your tracks, there is a risk and there will be consequences. I'd like now to introduce Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Ademo for some additional remarks.
We got the whole barbecue. We got the whole cookout here, huh?
For her leadership on this set of issues and for the work that is being done here at the Department of Justice, and to thank our colleagues at the Department of Justice for being such great partners, not just on this action, but on going after this ecosystem more broadly. I think that in addition to thanking our colleagues here, I want to thank the talented men and women of FinCEN for using a new set of authorities that Congress gave us to go after illicit financial action in Russia so quickly and to do it so effectively. One of the things that those people in this ecosystem count on, those who are cyber criminals that work globally, is that they will be able to escape prosecution in the United States or in any other jurisdiction because of a lack of coordination. But today's action actually proves that that is not the case. Working closely with French authorities, we've taken an action here that should demonstrate to cyber criminals around the world that we will work in a global, consolidated fashion to take action against them, to protect our citizens and to protect the global financial system. Today, as part of the U.S. government's action against the virtual currency exchange Bislato, Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network has taken steps that expose and disrupt Russian cyber criminals and their enablers. FinCEN is officially identifying Bislato as a primary money laundering concern in connection with Russia's illicit finance. Bislato has repeatedly facilitated transactions for Russian-affiliated ransomware groups, including Conti, a ransomware as a service group that has links to the Russian government and to Russian-connected darknet markets. 2/3 of Bislato's top counterparties are associated with darknet markets or scams, and Bislato received virtual currency worth almost $500 million from illicit activity between 2019 and 2021. Nearly 50% of all known Bislato transactions during this time involved Russian illicit finance or otherwise risky sources. Bislato is particularly active in facilitating illicit activity, but it is ultimately part of a larger ecosystem of cyber criminals that are allowed to operate with impunity within Russia. It is well known that Russia is a haven of cyber criminals, where the government often enlists them for its own malicious purposes. The majority of ransomware incidents reported to FinCEN in the second half of 2021, for example, were conducted by Russia-related cyber ransomware actors. At a time when Russia is waging a brutal and unjustified war in Ukraine, and as it seeks to circumvent sanctions and governance controls to fill its coffers and sustain its violence, we will not tolerate criminals' enterprises that enrich Russia's malicious interests. Because of its significant operations in and connection to Russia and Russian illicit finance, Bislato threatens U.S. national security, the integrity of the U.S. and international financial sector, and business and institutions worldwide. Identifying Bitslato as a primary money laundering concern effectively renders the exchange an international pariah. It imposes special measures on covered financial institutions, prohibiting them from transmitting funds to or from Bitslato or from any account or wallet administered by or on behalf of Bitslato. Treasury's actions today sends a clear message that we are prepared to take action against any financial institution, including virtual asset service providers, with lax controls against money laundering, terrorist financing, or other illicit finance. And we will not hesitate to expose and hold accountable virtual asset service providers, darknet markets, or anyone else facilitating cyber criminals using this new authority or other authorities within the Treasury Department. And we look forward to doing this in coordination and collaboration with our colleagues here at the Department of Justice. Thank you.
All right, with that, I think we'll take some questions. CNBC.
All right, got some questions out. Q&A. Let's do the Q&A.
Two questions, if I could. I mean, the first one is, Legadimov is a Russian national who lived in China, was operating there. What was he doing in Miami, which obviously puts him at risk of being picked up by the FBI? And the second question I have is, what are you learning so far about Bitslato's customer base who was using this exchange? And are you seeing any overlap between the other big exchange, which is in the news lately, which is FTX?
So I'll start off on your first question. Don't really have anything more to say about Mr. Legadimov's activities in Miami, other than the fact that in the early morning hours, he was arrested by agents of the FBI, and we're going to take it from there. And can you repeat your second question?
The second question, what are you learning about the customer base of Bitslato, who is using that service? Like Wally, the emails talked about that a little bit a second ago, and whether you're seeing any overlap between that customer base and the customer base at FTX, which obviously is in the news right now.
Well, I'll start and see if either Kenneth or the U.S. Attorney want to make any additional comments. I'm not going to speak to the ongoing investigation and matter regarding FTX, but as alleged in the court papers unsealed today and as referenced by the U.S. Attorney, Bitslato was being used by a host of cyber criminals to form, as I noted, this high-tech axis of crypto crime, used to launder funds, used to buy and sell and host the wallets of those buying and selling illicit goods. But let me see if either the Assistant Attorney General or the U.S. Attorney want to add.
Just to second the comments from our Deputy Attorney General, I would simply note that the defendant here has been charged in a criminal complaint. There is always a possibility that additional charges may follow. And in particular, our investigative efforts continue both here and abroad.
Oh, shit.
Hi there. This question's for the deputy. These questions are for the Deputy Attorney General. I'm wondering what message these coordinated actions should send to the broader crypto markets, and if there is any sort of geopolitical significance to the fact that he was living in China, but was a Russian national. And also, while we have you up here, I am hoping that you might say whether you anticipate your specials counsel investigations will be wrapped up by the end of the year when the midterm election cycle is in full swing.
Well, on your second question, I've got no predictions to make and nothing to add to what the Attorney General announced last week. And on your first question, I think what today's actions really show is, one, we will work in a coordinated and a collaborative fashion with partners here in the United States and more broadly all around the globe to root out those who seek to exploit the cryptocurrency markets, those who seek to find safe haven in countries, whether they're Russia, whether they're China, whether they're places in Europe, and that there is no place that is beyond the reach of U.S. law enforcement and our partners.
Daphne from Reuters, one of our friends from Treasury.
Thank you so much. Did you find any link between Bitslato and Russia's conflict in Ukraine? And did Russian actors use Bitslato to circumvent sanctions imposed as a result of the conflict in Ukraine?
Internet's quick with it, right? Internet's
So
quick
as my
with
colleagues
it.
have said, our investigation continues, and what we do know is that
Never
Russia
forget
set up an
Bitslato.
ecosystem that is permissive for cyber criminals and for the ecosystem that allows them to finance those
That's pretty funny.
Our goal is to ensure that Russia can't use cryptocurrency or other means to circumvent our sanctions. That is part of why we use this new authority to go.
That's interesting.
Bitslotto,
Okay.
to make clear that now they're an international pariah.
Got it.
Message to those actors who want to use crypto to try and circumvent our sanctions.
Now, this is important right here, right? Remember the story came out, right? Iran and Russia eye up trade using cryptocurrencies to avoid of dollars and sanctions, right? This is very interesting. Interesting timing. So this does make sense, right? This does make sense.
Using the tools at our disposal.
Yeah, let me get those memes back up. Let's get those memes back up.
The amount of crypto sent to illicit actors reached an all-time high in 2022. To what degree do you deem these transactions, first of all, as a national security threat for the U.S., specifically when it comes to crypto, but also expanding on the potential sanctions evasion more broadly and beyond Russia as well? To what extent these transactions should be deemed as a threat to the general efficacy of U.S. sanctions?
I'll start and then turn it over to the Deputy Secretary. Look, I think what we have shown in these actions, as well as the takedown of the Hydra darknet marketplace, is that those who are seeking to exploit the cryptocurrency markets by ignoring or flouting the regulations that are put in place and the laws that are put in place to give consumers, to give investors confidence in our markets, to give them confidence in our financial system, we will root that out. We will go after and use whatever tool it takes to find those who are seeking to hide in the shadows and who seek to try and exploit the anonymity that they think the blockchain provides, the anonymity that they think this technology provides. And what our efforts have shown is that that's not the case. Those activities, whether it's laundering the proceeds of ransomware attacks, certainly do pose a security concern. And that's why we will be unrelenting in our efforts, and we will.
Biz with the question of the hour. What's Bitslotto? No one fucking knows, right? It's a cryptocurrency exchange. Apparently, they were laundering money through it, right? With a dark web and those sorts of things.
What I will say is that there are
Bitslotto sounds like an Italian ice
try
cream.
to use any new technology to try and commit crimes. And here, cyber criminals are attempting to use new technology when it comes to virtual assets.
Lord.
And our message to them and our message to the industry is that we expect them to follow the same rules of the road that are followed by other financial institutions and intermediaries, and that ecosystem is a place where we will not permit illicit finance to go on. The action today should be seen by that industry and by actors there who seek to try and evade our sanctions or to violate laws or to in some ways impact our national security as a tool that we will use in the future when it comes to Russia and illicit finance. But as I said earlier, we have other tools that we're prepared to use as well, because our view is that virtual currencies, the traditional financial system, should not be used to transmit illicit finance, and we're prepared to act to make sure that that is the case.
Is this him? Is this him? This might be him.
Alex Mallon, ABC.
So if convicted, I saw this defendant faces a max of 5 years in prison. With the scale of wrongdoing that you kind of have all outlined, what do you say to people who would kind of say that the punishment here doesn't seem to fit the crime? And then for the deputy, the White House has been saying since the news of these classified documents were found broke, that they hadn't been more forthcoming because of their cooperation with the Justice Department. To be clear, has the Justice Department at any time since November told the White House that they cannot discuss the facts of this case?
On your second question, I'm not going to comment on anything beyond what the Attorney General has said last week in announcing the appointment of the special counsel and what he has said more broadly, which is that we don't talk about our investigations in a public forum. And for your first question, I'll turn it over to the U.S.
Oh, okay, Slim. Okay, Slim.
Sure. So to be clear, this is, in our view, a serious crime, which we are taking very seriously. The outcome of the case is premature to anticipate that, and it's important to note that the investigation is ongoing. So there could be, as the Assistant Attorney General said, additional charges down the line.
I know we didn't get to everybody's questions. We've got some subject matter experts here for folks that have on-topic questions, and I think that's going to do it for us today.
Deputy Attorney General, can you speak to the Republicans who say that you're being unfair to the former president?
Who? All right, so I think that's it. All right, so okay, so what are the main takeaways? One, who the fuck knows what's going down? Okay, apparently, BitSlotto, right, cryptocurrency exchange, darknet, right, Hydra, right, they accounted for 80% of the activity on the darknet, something like that, right? And there was money laundering involved, right? And so pretty much what they're saying, hey, if you're defrauding American investors, it doesn't matter where you're at, we're coming for you, right? Right, we're coming for you. And this is applicable to a bunch of different people or a bunch of different cryptocurrency projects in our space right now. Like people say that the wheels of justice turn very slow. Right? It takes them a while to catch up to whoever, but they will eventually. That's the message we're getting here, which is kind of interesting because there have been many projects that are moving to like Dubai and other places that are more friendly towards cryptocurrency, and they're operating out of those places, who are wrecking a lot of investors. So it's going to be interesting to see how these cryptocurrency projects, how they kind of move from here on out. We'll see what happens. That the moral of this whole situation was, hey, if you're defrauding American investors, doesn't matter where you're from, we're coming for you, right? You can move wherever you want. Whoever's friendly towards cryptocurrency, doesn't matter. We're coming for you, right? So very interesting. Now, I mean, the market dumped off of this news. Is this warranted? No. People thought this was going to be some crazy regulation or some sort of blanket statement that could affect the entire cryptocurrency market, right? And then it turned out that wasn't the case. So it'd be like that sometimes. Goodness, it wasn't something else, that could really affect cryptocurrency in a bad way. So Chrissy says, this announcement shows us that government already creating countermeasures in the background for crypto industry. Look how many departments are working together. Yes, they have to, right? And that's the way this is the way they're facing this, right? Like when it comes to regulation and doing these sorts of things, that shows that the United States is saying, hey, we can't stop it. So it's time to figure out how to regulate it, So this is a good thing for mass adoption. Although people think that, regulation is bad for cryptocurrency, I think that some regulation is good. I think it's good, especially in light of everything that's happened over the last 6 to 8 months with all these big cryptocurrency entities, falling apart, going down. Terra Luna, Excelsius, Voyager, right? 3 Arrows Capital, Gemini, Genesis, and of course FTX. Or it's not Gemini, but Genesis, and of course FTX, right? That wrecked a lot of people. A lot of people I have a friend who has $300,000 locked up in Genesis and may never get it back, right? So when it comes to regulation, some is needed, especially around stablecoins, since I believe that stablecoins and using stablecoins for, just transactions and sending money back and forth between people is going to be a big use of cryptocurrency, right? And we have to make sure that if these cryptocurrency companies and entities like Tether or Circle, right, USDC or BUSD, right, we need to make sure that all that stuff is backed. So we'll see what happens, but I think some regulation is needed. Now, this is a big nothing burger. The internet's roasting the shit out of the Justice Department right now. It's completely warranted. It's funny. I've been retweeting some of these memes, because look at it's like BlockFi, Voyager, Celsius, FTX, BitSlotto. No one knows who the hell that is. But real quick. Who's aping into BitSlotto Inu? I guarantee you right now, if we go to the live new pairs, that there's already a BitSlotto Inu. Let's go to live new pairs. Let's see. Is there a BitSlotto Inu? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, you guys are degenerates. Literally, people are already making BitSlotto Inus. Singularity asks a pretty good question. He says, and this is actually pertaining to this, right? He says, will they be going after all decentralized exchanges? Now, that's an interesting take because if you get rid of decentralized exchanges, you get rid of the heart of cryptocurrency, really, right? It makes sense. It doesn't make sense for cryptocurrency to exist without decentralized exchanges, in my opinion. I know that's, there's other uses for cryptocurrency, but I mean, this is like DeFi at its truest sense. Now, about a year ago, there were 2 lawsuits or some sort of class action lawsuit, something like that, out of Texas trying to sue Uniswap because they're claiming that Uniswap doesn't do proper vetting for projects it lists on its platform. It's a decentralized exchange. There's no KYC. You just need some liquidity and a contract address, and you can launch your fucking shitcoin on Uniswap, which you can see all these pairs are Uniswap, right? The little unicorn right there, and it's all Bitslado. Now, these are all going to be rug pulls, guys. Do not buy these, right? These all these Bitslado Inus or Bitslados are all rug pulls, right? But these are people capitalizing on the situation right now, which is something popular that happened. Now, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, literally there was a Will Smith slaps Chris Rock Inu the next day, or excuse me, within 30 minutes, right? So this is always going to exist, and I think if you get rid of this, I think you kill cryptocurrency in its truest sense. Now, the question is, should the government hold your hand, right? Should the government hold your hand through all of this? Some people say yes, some people say no, right? Obviously, people get sued in our country for all kind of crazy things, right? Because of negligence, right? I mean, I understand this. I understand what not to buy, and I understand if I'm buying some of these shit coins that I'm probably going to get wrecked. But there are some people who don't understand that, right? They think that every cryptocurrency they buy is going to go up in value, and they don't understand that there are rug pulls and literally a ton of scams, right? Look at the liquidity, the initial liquidity for these guys starting off. Look at how much money you don't need. I mean, this is after it's pumping, right? These guys put $1,000, maybe a couple $100 into this, and people are going to buy into it. It's crazy to me. This is crazy, right? But that's the degeneracy. Classic Crypto just tweeted about Bitslado Classic. Now it's going to... yeah, I know, Awesome, I know, yeah, but this is crazy, right? Crazy. So that's the big news, guys. CoffeeZilla just put out a new video with Logan Paul. Let's watch it. Of course, another big thing that's happening in our space is the whole CryptoZoo, Logan Paul saga. How long is it? Is it long as fuck? 13 minutes. Are you guys ready? Oh, dude. Oh, look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. All right, let's get it. Let's watch it. All right. This is actually big in our space, too. Will people like Logan Paul get in trouble for these sorts of things? Let's watch it.
Well, it's finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
CoffeeZilla, you're slimiest. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He actually apologized in another response.
Got his ass, boy. All right, here we go.
It's like a little gnat. It's like a little annoying gnat. The defamation lawsuit. That is happening because this is wrong. This is wrong.
Hold on, wait a second. That's not it either. Turns out it's actually on his secondary channel. That's why I couldn't find it. It's entitled, Thank You, CoffeeZilla. It's the third response from Logan Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So let's see what he has to say to us.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought Logan was going to hire me. But in all seriousness, this video does have some major admissions in it I want to go through. For one, Logan apologizes to me.
I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego.
Not only that, Logan also pledges a $1.3 million refund plan for people who bought his NFTs.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million.
In addition to that, he also promises to finish CryptoZoo, which was left abandoned.
And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper.
Now, I'll be honest, this is a big change in tone. And honestly, a lot of this is good news. It's great that victims are going to get something back. Logan seems to acknowledge his continuous lapse in judgment. He's not suing me, which is also cool. And frankly, this new response is just way better than his last two. I think we can all acknowledge that, while also acknowledging that it's not really a perfect response either. There are still major problems here. Like, for example, many of the victims just have been ignored in this response. A lot of accusations have gone unanswered, and worse, Logan still seems to be playing the victim a lot. So in this video, I'm going to do my best to give Logan credit where credit is absolutely due, while also sharing moments where I think this apology fell flat. And let me start with a positive. For example, I think if you are an outsider who is not affected by this scam and you wanted a reason to love Logan Paul again, I think this nails it. I mean, he's giving back some of the money. He's apologizing. So if you're a card-carrying member of the Low Gang, you can rest easy here. Logan says he's sorry. He says he's making things right. And I think that's the point of this video, is to speak to his core audience, to tell them he didn't scam anyone. And for what it's worth, I think Logan succeeds here. The problem is, I don't think I or the CryptoZoo holders were who Logan was really addressing here. And this is where the response falls more flat, because he doesn't adequately address the real victims of CryptoZoo, which I think they're rightfully angry about. And I wanted to spend some time talking about that because, again, they've been the heartbeat of this whole story, and they feel very differently about this response than Logan's core audience does. They don't feel like it's enough. And I want to talk about why. Starting with the $1.3 million repayment plan, because obviously this is the strongest part of Logan's entire response, actually opening up his wallet. And I don't want to minimize that in this video. I just do want to put it in context because $1.3 million is a lot of money. Unfortunately, the scam was much bigger than $1.3 million. So the fact is, most victims are not going to be made whole by this plan. Just in Zoo Coins alone, blockchain evidence shows $7.7 million was stolen by Logan's team, depending on who you believe. And this refund does nothing for those victims. It doesn't even apply to the holder of Zoo Coins at all. You get nothing if you bought this in-game currency. This refund only applies to current egg holders. So they can cash out that NFT for the initial mint price in crypto, which matters sort of because crypto has crashed a lot. So even though people spent $2.5 million on these eggs, in order to refund all these holders at mint price, it now only costs $1.3 million in today's money, which again is nice, but doesn't do enough because the Zoo Coins were most of this scam. I mean, that's where most of the money was spent. It wasn't just on the NFTs. It was on this in-game currency, which Logan seems to have no intention of refunding. And his response for why is pretty bad. He responds to somebody who lost $80,000 who told him, "I hope this isn't just doing what you have to do technically to not get sued." Logan replies with a screenshot of his white paper and later explains to another member of the Discord, "I believe there has been a misconception here. As outlined in the white paper, Zoo was created to support CryptoZoo and was not intended to be an investment vehicle. When you sold or bought is not."
Now, when I initially watched Logan Paul's response, I mean, he made some good points, right? Because he called CoffeeZilla a clout chaser and those sorts of things. But look there have been many cryptocurrency products that have wrecked investors way more than this. And we know a lot of them, right? But the fact that it's tied to Logan Paul, and this is a 1.5-year investigation, of course, he's going to make a video targeting Logan Paul because this is what CoffeeZilla does, right? He busts. He's a scam buster, right? And that combination with Logan Paul, of course, I'm sure this is probably one of his most viewed videos of all time. It has to be, right? Or this saga is like one of the biggest things CoffeeZilla's ever done. So obviously, but I think Logan Paul really missed a chance to level with investors because he took zero accountability and responsibility for any of this situation. And the things he should have took accountability for was he hired a bunch of people that were scammers. Crypto King, that Eddie Ibanez guy, and then another guy who had a bunch of criminal things in his background. And then he knocks CoffeeZilla for not doing research on them properly. So he missed that, right? He missed that right there. He took no responsibility for anything. If he would have took a little bit of responsibility and highlighted the fact that, hey, I never sold my tokens, neither did my manager, well, then it would have made him look a little better. But he took zero accountability. It's very out of touch. And he just and then he threatened to sue CoffeeZilla. Which, look, threatening to sue CoffeeZilla is a David and Goliath situation. And I got that idea from Meet Kevin. It makes sense, right? When a big person that's larger than life, which is Logan Paul, first wave of influencers, right? When he threatens to sue someone like CoffeeZilla, and the perception is that CoffeeZilla is a smaller figure than him, which he is, people are going to back CoffeeZilla, right? Now, I think someone out of Logan Paul's circle said, "Hey, dummy, stop acting like an entitled little biatch and take responsibility for some of this so you can get some sort of so you can get your name back." Because Logan Paul literally went into a forest where people in Japan go to self-delete themselves, took a picture with a dead body hanging in a tree, and used it as a thumbnail. And that didn't cancel him. But this situation was going to cancel him, right? People are pissed about this, which is crazy, right? It's like, wow, So now Logan Paul is doing damage control, coming out saying sorry, and now he's saying he's going to continue the project. Now, here's the thing. Do I think the project was going to be continued? Absolutely not. The only reason why Logan Paul is continuing this project is because CoffeeZilla called him out. Right? So, I mean, it is what it is, but you know what I mean? It's like, dude, you know what I mean? So, we'll see what happens. Logan Paul's flip-flopping on the situation. We'll see what happens, but
not my decision.
And for the record, I don't agree with everything CoffeeZilla says. I don't think that everything he says is legit. Like the FTX situation, he's blaming other influencers for promoting it. I think that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything CoffeeZilla says, but I think Logan Paul has some points. I think CoffeeZilla has some points, right? But we'll see how this ends up panning out.
And look, to be fair to him, there was a misconception that Zoo was an investment vehicle, but it's a misconception that he created. I mean, he's the one who said CryptoZoo was a fun game that earned you money. And how it earned you that money was that your NFTs earned you Zoo tokens, you know, things that were supposed to have value. That was the whole point of the game. So to suggest that these coins weren't advertised as valuable or an investment vehicle is insane, especially since Logan's own team had rules for selling based strictly on the value of said investment vehicle. Quote, rules for selling, no selling until a $200 million market cap. So I think it's fair to say if Logan's own team were buying Zoo coins early, waiting for them to go up in value to a certain level and then selling them, that sounds like an investment vehicle, albeit a very stupid one. So this explanation definitely doesn't hold water, and Logan obviously just doesn't want to be on the hook for Zoo coins. Instead, he just kind of wants to refund the much smaller part of the NFTs. What makes this even worse is that this refund doesn't even apply to everyone who bought these NFTs, because some of these people sold their NFTs at a deep loss thinking that CryptoZoo was over, that it was abandoned. And there's actually a way you could have tracked this whole thing, or Logan could have, and, you know, found a way to repay all the people who lost money on eggs. But instead, this refund only applies to current holders, meaning nobody who sold during the year and a half this project was abandoned gets anything back, which is a large percentage of the actual victims. And this is pretty bad. This was brought to Logan's attention by one of the people in the Discord. Joao says, quote, Logan Paul, what will happen to the people who sold everything at a loss when the project appeared to be, quote, abandoned? Will everyone who minted be able to get that refund, or just the current owners? Now, in reply to this, someone in the Discord said, if you sell, you lose common investing knowledge. And Logan replies, seeming to agree with this idea, which is just kind of a terrible perspective for Logan to have, when he seems to be saying that he wants to refund these people. And he's the reason a lot of these people left. And this is where Logan's new apology starts to ring more hollow. It's in all of the follow-ups after the response video, because I don't know if he can help himself from betraying how he really feels about this, because in another Discord exchange, Logan says, please do not put any more money into CryptoZoo, which, by the way, is quite reasonable to say. But then somebody follows up and says, guys, can someone explain what he said with not investing? But rather than replying, oh, guys, I just meant like I don't want anyone else losing money, or, you know, I don't want anyone else recklessly gambling, Logan replies instead, quote, I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions, which is a wild response for someone who's claiming to refund people, because it implies that he thinks he's the victim here. And this is just insane to say as the face of this project, which got everyone involved, because I think it betrays how he feels about this situation. He doesn't seem to see anything wrong with advertising a game that will make you money, it never delivering, millions of dollars being stolen by criminals he hired. And then when all of those people want their money back, he feels like he's the scapegoat. Like, oh, these guys shouldn't have believed me when I advertised to them a fun game that will make you money. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Logan had a simple job to do. All he had to do was just come out, apologize, get as much money back for the victims as possible. But he himself can't help but play the victim here. In fact, I have a third example of how Logan might really feel, because Logan tweeted right before this response. He says, quote, the Matrix is real. Pray you never become its target. Now, I guess he's trying to channel Andrew Tate here unsuccessfully. Yeah. Basically saying like, I'm getting attacked, not because I did anything wrong or scammed anyone. I'm just too much of a truth teller. I'm just an enemy of the system. That's why I must be getting attacked. But if that's the case, we then have to wonder, did the Matrix force you to apologize? Did it force you to hand back 1.3 million? I just think comments like this go so far to undercut his apology, because it's very clear that instead of actually like caring about the victims, he feels like he's a victim. I mean, he's saying like, oh, pray you never become its target. Who's the Matrix though, Logan? Like, is it your fans who got robbed? Who are the agents coming after you? I know it's not me. I know you're not saying I'm the Matrix here in my $10 million studio, because after all, you're thanking me. You're thanking the Matrix. Like, what is this response? It's so childish the way he speaks about this stuff. And again, this isn't to be dismissive of Logan's actions if he follows through, because there is a lot of good that 1.3 million can do. And you know what? If he goes back and he finishes the game, that's also good. But it's just so frustrating when the good that Logan seems to be doing, he's doing the bare minimum of at the last possible second with motivations that seem to be, in the proper context, to say it lightly, irreparably tainted by self-interest. Now, I'm not going to address Logan's other 2 response videos, which are mostly like attacking me, because Logan sort of walked those back now. He's apologized. He said he was going to delete them. I think he deleted one of them. The other one's still up. I don't know if the impulsive episode's going to go down. Either way, it's just much less interesting now that he says he doesn't like mean it anymore. He's not going to sue. So I don't feel the need to publicly defend myself. If you're curious about all the wild stuff that was wrong in those first 2 responses, I'll put the video live on my Patreon. But I didn't want to release it at the time because I thought there was a better chance at getting a good ending for the victims here if I was a bit more diplomatic with Logan at this critical juncture when he was deciding whether he was going to give money back or not. I don't know if I succeeded in moving the needle, but that was certainly my intention. Either way, now that Logan has responded with his plan, and I've given my perspective on how much I think it's rooted in, self-interest versus a genuine, attempt to help out the victims, I think this is about as much as I'm going to be able to contribute to this situation. I mean, I do think it's incredible that even $1.3 million came of this, while I also can acknowledge that it's not nearly enough for the real victims of this. I'll follow up in the future to make sure that he actually gives that money away. But for now, I think most of the CryptoZoo victims, if they're still hungry for justice, are going to have to take it up with Logan in ways that are different than I can do on YouTube here, which, by the way, I think some of them are. In fact, I just saw a lawyer on YouTube, Attorney Tom. He's going to start the legal process going after Logan using stuff like the arbitration clause in their terms of service. So I just wanted to say, if you're a victim of CryptoZoo, you can check out that video, which I'll link to you if you want, or consult with a lawyer, because I'm sure for the people who lost a lot of money, this is certainly not the end for them, because they didn't get a full refund, and I'm sure they'll be seeking one. But even though it's not the end for them, it is the end for me for now. This is the end of the CryptoZoo saga. And I wanted to say and give a huge heartfelt thank you to everyone who viewed this and supported me throughout this. It's been insane, the level of support when Logan was threatening us, and I do not take it lightly. There is an alternate universe where if that hadn't happened, Logan would feel emboldened to sue me and probably not give much back to the victims. So it's your support that made all the difference and got the victims at least something. So that wraps it up. Thank you for watching.
All right. And that's pretty much the end of it, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate you guys. Make sure to smash that like button on the way out. So, we'll talk about the DOJ thing here in a second here. Obviously, that it dumped the entire cryptocurrency market. No one knows what BitSlotto is. No one knows what's going on with that. But the moral of the story is that if you're wrecking American citizens, doesn't matter where you operate out of, the Justice Department is going to come for you. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what about all the other entities that wrecked investors here in the United States? And that's a very, very important question. But the wheels of justice turn slow. And so it's going to take some time to get to those people, but it probably will happen in the future. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button on your way. I appreciate all you guys. You guys have a fantastic day. DJ, thank you so much for the second $5 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Javi. Fired up. And with the Logan Paul situation, we'll see what happens, but he's probably going to hit with a class action lawsuit, right? We'll see what happens with that. A lot of people side with Logan Paul. The vast majority of people side with CoffeeZilla. I mean, I think Logan Paul is just out of touch, right? I think that he created a cryptocurrency project during peak crypto hype. He got scammed by the people he hired in the project, and he didn't end up selling because he couldn't, right? But that's just my opinion. Anyways, talk to you guys tomorrow. Smash the like button on your way, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.